Hello everyone, good evening. A very warm welcome for the session. I'm Namaste, and we are still doing the series of purification of the soul. So every single day we are trying to purify one weakness from our soul that is making maybe our spiritual journey a slow process or creating unnecessary trouble and sufferings for us. So today, the topic that we are going to heal is the weakness of addiction. Now, this is a vast topic. Actually, I was even thinking, I was in two minds whether it should be just one day or should I dedicate the whole week for addictions, only healing addictions. So, because this is, it's like a vast topic, it has a lot of subtopics under itself. When a soul goes through some kind of an addiction, it is a big weakness of the soul because the addiction makes you do many such things which you are actually not supposed to do. Plus, the addiction energies actually, it's like it takes over you. Nothing in this world seems to be as important as that addiction. So, it is something which takes charge of you. It makes you feel very weak without it. And that is the reason why it is one of the major weaknesses of the soul. You feel as if this addiction property, this addiction object is not there, then I am so helpless. I cannot do anything. I cannot think without it. I cannot be without it. I cannot live without it. This is a terrible, terrible weakness because right from the thought of it, it takes away power from the soul. Addiction takes away the power from the soul. आपने कभी देखा ये चीज कि अगर आप किसी चीज के साथ एडिक्टेड है और वो चीज अगर आपको ना मिले, आपको अंदर से लगता है जैसे मेरे अंदर तो शक्ति ही नहीं है, मैं इस चीज के बिना चल ही नहीं सकती, मैं इस चीज के बिना रह नहीं सकती, मैं इस चीज के बिना कुछ कर नहीं सकती. तो क्या होता है, हमारा जो एडिक्शन का जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो हमसे हमारी पूरी शक्ति छीन लेता है, कितना ही छोटा या कितना ही बड़ा एडिक्शन क्यों ना हो. That is the reason why this must be healed in great depth. बहुत strongly इसे heal करना बहुत जरूरी है. So that is the reason why I'm even feeling that one day session might not be good enough for healing addictions. We might just have to work a little more on it. So let's try how the flow goes. Today, let us just try to understand what are the type of addictions that people suffer with. Number one, most common addiction can be of food addictions, because there are many type of food which actually drive us crazy after that. Even tea and coffee. There are many people who say that I cannot live without a cup of tea at this point of time. I cannot work without tea. I cannot work without coffee. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. And even I would say I am also a part of it, because at certain point of time, if I don't have a cup of coffee, I feel, oh God, I just can't work. But now slowly and steadily, I am also improving. There are many days when I actually tell myself that, do I really need this cup of coffee right now? So no, let me avoid it. Let me just go without it. I am trying. I have not yet perfected, but I'm trying to overcome these small addictions. So even something like a small cup of tea can have more power than you. Can you imagine how in some point of way it's so silly? एक चाय का कप, एक कप की चाय और एक कॉफी का कप, सो वो आपसे ज्यादा पावरफुल हो गया है. अगर वो कॉफी आप नहीं पियोगे, आप कुछ काम नहीं कर सकते, आप सोच नहीं सकते, आप जाग नहीं सकते, आपका फ्यूचर ब्लैंक है अगर आपको वो कॉफी नहीं मिल रहा है. तो किस में ज्यादा पावर है, आप में कि उस कॉफी में? थिंक अबाउट इट. एक कप कॉफी के अंदर आपसे ज्यादा ताकत चला गया, आपसे ज्यादा पावर चला गया, आपसे ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथ चला गया, बिकॉज आप उस कॉफी के बिना कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे हो. If this is your story, then that is one of the biggest weakness of your soul. सोल ग्रो ही नहीं कर पाएगा अगर वो ऐसी छोटी छोटी कमजोरियों को ओवरकम नहीं कर पाया तो. These are the small stepping stones, very, very small stepping stones for the higher growth of the soul. The soul will learn how to get over higher forms of addiction only when the soul can get over or overcome these small addiction properties. 1 cup of tea, 1 cup of coffee, 1 packet of chips, 1 chocolate, 1 sweet. Sometimes we feel कि अगर मैंने मीठा नहीं खाया तो मेरी लाइफ तो व्यर्थ है. My life has no purpose if I cannot eat sweets and if I cannot have chocolates. I don't want to live if I cannot have sweets or chocolates. When you say this line, just try to understand you are giving more importance to that box of chocolate or to that sweet than yourself. आप बोल रहे हो कि ये जो बॉक्स ऑफ चॉकलेट है इसमें ज्यादा ताकत है, मेरी खुद की जिंदगी से ज्यादा ताकत है इसमें. मेरी जिंदगी से कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है अगर ये बॉक्स ऑफ चॉकलेट मेरे पास नहीं है तो. अगर मैं स्वीट्स नहीं खा सकता तो मेरी जिंदगी की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. सोचिए कि आप अपने आप को कितना वैल्यू दे रहे हैं. You are taking all your power out of you and you're putting it into that box of chocolates or into that sweet or into that packet of chips or into that coffee or into that tea. Is it worth it? That's the biggest question. क्या ये करना सही है? So addictions, whenever we have an addiction, it draws out the power from us. वो हमसे हमारा पावर को छीन लेता है, कोई भी addiction. So we must heal if we have any kind of addiction within us. Another very common form of addiction is just what somebody has written on the chat, mobile phone. Screen addiction. I think every one of us is addicted to that. Everyone, almost everyone. Very, very few people on this earth can say, I am not addicted to the mobile phone. Now, what does this word addiction exactly mean? There is degree of addiction. Some people are connected to the mobile phone, connected to the screen for maybe 10 hours in a day, 12 hours in a day. So they are highly addicted. There are some people who are spending 4 or 5 hours in a day over the mobile phone, over the screen. That is medium level of addiction. There are some people who are even spending 1 or 2 hours. That is low level of addiction. There are some people who only use the mobile phone when it is highly required, who only use the television or who only use the laptop or the screen only when required for work purpose. That is the lowest form. So most of us fall in between, medium to low. But even that is addiction. Because we are saying, if this mobile phone is not there with me, then I am helpless. I cannot live without this mobile phone. The moment I say that, I take all my power from me and I put it into the mobile phone. अब ये मुझे चलाएगा, अब ये मेरी जिंदगी चलाएगा. अब मेरी खुशियां, मेरे प्रॉब्लम्स, मेरा मेंटल हेल्थ, मेरे थॉट्स, मेरी स्लीप, सब कुछ इस पे डिपेंडेंट हो गया. I cannot be happy if my mobile phone is not there with me. I feel so helpless if my mobile phone is not there with me. I feel that I have nothing to do. अरे लाइफ में तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं अगर ये मोबाइल फोन नहीं होगा तो. So if you are using your mobile phone on the screen only for your work, then that is not really a form of addiction. However, you need to see, can I spend time without it? If in the whole day I have 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, when my laptop is not on, when my mobile phone is not there with me, can I spend time easily, comfortably? If yes, then you are not addicted. But if no, if you're feeling suffocated, or if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling that, oh my God, my mobile is not there, what am I supposed to do? Then yes, that is addiction. If you're constantly scrolling the Facebook pages, if you're constantly scrolling the stories one after the other, yes, it is addiction. If you're constantly looking for new videos and constantly watching and listening to those videos and spending a lot of time over it, yes, it is addiction. If you're sitting to eat your food and you cannot sit without the mobile phone, you need the mobile phone, you need the videos to be on when you're eating your food, yes, it is addiction. Before going to sleep, you must listen to something, you must read something, you must go through your Facebook, your WhatsApp, or something before you sleep. Yes, it is addiction. What do you do after your meditation? Meditation khatam hua, I open my eyes and the first thing I do is I check my mobile phone. What are the messages there? Yes, it is addiction. वो मेडिटेशन खत्म करते ब्लेसिंग भी नहीं किया, भगवान को भी याद नहीं किया, थैंक यू गॉड भी नहीं बोला, आई चेक व्हाट आर माय मैसेजेस दैट हैज कम इन द लास्ट हाफ एन आवर. Addiction. After getting up in the morning, the first thing you check is सारी रात में क्या क्या मैसेजेस आए, क्या हो गया पूरी दुनिया में, फेसबुक में किसने क्या पोस्ट कर दिया. Yes, that is addiction. If you're constantly locked on into Netflix, Hotstar, what are the other apps? I don't know, Amazon Prime. Yes, that is addiction. One movie gets over, you start the other movie. Yes, that is addiction. So Instagram, of course, why not? Instagram. And some people have seen, it's good, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just talking about it. That some people I've seen that whatever they eat in the morning, it's on Instagram. Then whatever they have for lunch, it's on Instagram. Then their evening schedule is on Instagram. And then they're going off to sleep by saying everybody a good night on the Instagram. And maybe then the next day morning, they share their dreams in the Instagram. This is what I've dreamt of yesterday night. I don't know what kind of addiction is that. It's good. 30 seconds reel, yes. सिर्फ 30 ही सेकंड के तो है, और वो 30 सेकंड के रील देखते देखते 30 मिनट बिता दिए. 30 सेकंड के रील स्क्रॉल करते 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 30 मिनट चला गया. Addiction. Now, I'm not saying good or bad. मैं कहीं किसी को judge नहीं कर रही हूँ. Please, I'm just saying it on a very light note. I'm not judging anyone at all. But what I'm trying to say is that try to understand who has more power, you or the reels. Who has more power, Instagram or you? Who has more power, Facebook or you? Who has more power, the mobile phone or you? Who should drive your life, the mobile phone or you? The mobile phone rather should say that I am happy to get an owner like you, right? On the contrary, we say we are happy to get a mobile phone with us. हम बोलते हैं कि अरे ये मोबाइल फोन हमारे पास नहीं होगा तो कैसे चलेगा. क्या आपने मोबाइल फोन को कभी बोलते हुए सुना है कि अगर ये ओनर मेरे पास नहीं रहेगा तो कैसे चलेगा? So who has more power? You need to ask yourself. Think about it. Who is driving your life? Who is driving your relationships? Many times we watch reels, we watch these fantastic, happy, romantic things in the movies, in the reels, in the Facebook, and then we start complaining to our partners, you are not like this. देखो फेसबुक पे कितना अच्छा रोमांटिक वीडियो दिखा रहा है, ये हस्बैंड अपने वाइफ के लिए क्या क्या कर रहा है, तुमने तो कभी मेरे लिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया. अरे वो रील है, वो एक्टिंग है, वो किसी ने बनाया है उसको पोस्ट करने के लिए, नंबर ऑफ लाइक्स एंड नंबर ऑफ पोस्ट एंड नंबर ऑफ फॉलोअर्स पाने के लिए. दैट इज नॉट रियलिटी. There is always a camera which is shooting the reel. There's always a camera which is shooting a video. That is not reality. But more than often we charge our partners, or we have excessive expectations, wrong expectations, just because we are following the reels blindly. We are following some story, some Facebook story blindly. अपने आप को ये सवाल पूछ के देखिए, क्या मैं किसी भी गैजेट को, किसी भी नॉन लिविंग चीज को, किसी भी चाय कॉफी को, किसी भी फूड को, किसी भी आदत को अपनी लाइफ को कंट्रोल करने दे रही हूं? अगर हाँ, then that is an addiction which has affected the soul. अगर आप खुश है इस बात से कि हाँ कोई और मुझे कंट्रोल कर रहा है, आई एम अ पपेट and somebody else is controlling me. मेरा सेल फोन मुझे बोल रहा है लुक इनटू द सेल फोन, आई एम लुकिंग इनटू द सेल फोन. माय सेल फोन इज गिविंग मी टाइम कि चल अभी मेरे पास इतना स्टोरी नहीं है, जाके मेडिटेशन कर लो, तो आई एम गोइंग टू मेडिटेशन. मेरा सेल फोन मुझे बोल रहा है कि चलो अभी उठ जाओ, इट्स एनफ, गेट अप, तो आई एम गेटिंग अप. माय सेल फोन इज टेलिंग मी चलो बहुत स्क्रीन टाइम हो गया, अब सो जाओ, तो आई एम सोने जा रहा हूं. हु इज कंट्रोलिंग यू? So if that is your story, if you are being affected by something else, by these addictions, then take a note. You, the soul, you are much more powerful. Physical body, soul तो फिर भी एक higher level पे है. The physical body has created these gadgets. Some human being has only discovered these gadgets. Some human being has created Facebook. Some human being has created Instagram. Some human being has created tea, coffee, chips and chocolates and all these things. So it is at the human level. It is only at the human level. So just imagine, soul is so much more powerful. एक ह्यूमन बीइंग ने ये सब कुछ क्रिएट किया है अपने हाथों से. सोल कितना कितना ज्यादा पावरफुल है, उस फिजिकल बॉडी से भी ज्यादा पावरफुल है. क्यों हम उसको अपनी किसी आदत के तले दबने देते हैं? If you can take charge, if you can control your life by saying I am the soul, I will take the decision कि मुझे कब टी पीना है, कब कॉफी पीना है, कब कुछ नहीं पीना है. I can work without any of these. I can stay awake without any of these. I can take charge of my life. I will decide कि I want to drink a coffee today or not. I will decide whether I want to watch Facebook or not. I will decide how much time will I spend on the Facebook, and then I know how to stop myself. कभी मेरा मन कर रहा है, कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, देखना है, रील्स देखना है, परफेक्ट, बट मैं डिसाइड करूंगी कि मुझे 5 ही मिनट देखना है. उसके बाद अपने हाथों को, अपना स्क्रीन को ऑफ करने का जिम्मेदारी भी मेरी है. I am taking charge. I am taking control. I am deciding it. ये फोन मेरे लिए डिसाइड नहीं कर रहा है. फेसबुक मेरे लिए डिसाइड नहीं कर रहा है कि कब तक मुझे स्क्रीन स्क्रॉल करते रहना है, कब तक रील्स देखते रहना है. मैंने बोल दिया स्टॉप, मतलब स्टॉप. This is the power of the soul. This is when the soul gets the power. When you do these things for small levels, जब हम फेसबुक, यूट्यूब एंड इंस्टाग्राम को कंट्रोल करना सीख जाएंगे, तब तो बड़े लेवल के एडिक्शंस को कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे. When we will be able to control our tea and coffee addiction, we'll be able to control our sweet addiction, chips addiction, chocolate addiction, then comes the next stage, the next question of doing better things, higher things. अगर हम इसी लेवल पे हार गए तो बड़ी चीजें कैसे करेंगे? So if you really want to grow, if you really want to purify yourself, if you really want to become better as a soul, then identify the small points first. Identify the small weaknesses first and work on them. Then let's go towards the higher forms. Then let's go towards the higher addictions. So today, I think we will just cover this small part, that if we have any simple addiction with simple objects in our life, mobile phone, gadgets, electronics, food addiction, then we will work on these today. Let us just be aware of these simple addictions. Even talking on the mobile phone, constantly talking to people. Spoke to Mr. X, kept the line, made the next call to Mr. Y. You cannot stop talking to people over the phone. Chatting, constantly chatting. These are also addictions. And when you do these, what happens is you are not giving sufficient time to your soul. Because remember, there is no soul growth while you're chatting. The soul grows nowhere when you're chatting. Rather, if you are more aware, अगर आप थोड़ा सा भी अपने चैट को ध्यान में रख के चैटिंग करेंगे, आप देखेंगे आप कितना नेगेटिव कर्मा कमा रहे हो while chatting. You gossip when you're chatting over the messages, or when you're calling to somebody, calling to Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z, and एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद, what happens is you're gossiping, you're collecting negative karma. You speak bad about other people. इसने ये किया, उसने वो किया, उसको करने का क्या जरूरत था, मैंने इसको ये बोला था, मैंने उसको वो बोला था. You're talking negative things about people. You're generating negative karma. When you gossip, when you chat, when you talk too much on the mobile phone, what are you also doing? You are unnecessarily interfering into other people's life. क्योंकि कितना बात करेंगे, बात करने के लिए तो नए टॉपिक्स भी चाहिए ना. जो लोग दिन के 24 घंटे के अंदर 10 घंटा फोन पे बात करते हैं, वो भी सिर्फ गप्पे लड़ाने के लिए, नॉट ऑफिशियल टॉक, गप्पे लड़ाने के लिए. आपको तो बात करने के लिए नए टॉपिक्स चाहिए. नए टॉपिक्स क्या होगा? तुम्हारी लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है, तुमने अपने बेटे बहू को क्या बोला, तुमने अपने फ्रेंड्स को क्या बोला, तुमने अपनी वाइफ के साथ क्या किया, तुमने अपने वाइफ को क्यों इतने पैसे दिए शॉपिंग करने के लिए. ये जो सारे वाइफ्स है ना, ये तो बहुत पैसे खर्च करते हैं. Whatever, then we talk about your husbands. What are you doing? Unnecessarily getting involved and interfering into the lives of others. Again, bad karma. You are sharing your own secrets. क्योंकि जब बात करने के लिए टॉपिक चाहिए, if you are asking the secrets from the other people, you also need to share something, right? It's a two-way process. Then you start sharing your own secrets, another negative karma. You are inviting psychic attack from outside. So this one addiction of talking or chatting is going to cause you so much of negative karma. So just imagine, where is your soul going? What is happening to your soul? एक phone call of 1 hour and you bitch and you gossip and you say negative things and you share your secrets and the other people share their secrets and you interfere. Maybe you do 1 hour of meditation, you gain a lot of energy, you make one such phone call, all the energy is gone. Soul growth का क्या होगा? So my dear friends, I'm just trying to make you more aware. आप चाहे तो अपने addictions के साथ जिंदगी भर बहुत अच्छे से रह सकते हैं. But if you have an aim of growing your soul, if you want to become a better person, if you want to become a better soul, if you want lesser sufferings in your life, then you will have to work on your addictions. Small addictions first. छोटी चीजों पे काम करना होगा पहले, then बड़ी चीजें. If you want to grow as a soul, if you want to become better, if you want to purify yourself, you will have to stop generating negative karma. And these addictions are going to lead you towards negative karma. You have to stop them. एक दिन में नहीं होगा. Again, I'm repeating, it's not a one-day process. कि आज से मैंने चाय या कॉफी छोड़ दिया, आज से मैंने चिप्स छोड़ दिया, मैंने स्वीट छोड़ दिया, मैंने फोन पे बात करना छोड़ दिया, मैंने चैट करना छोड़ दिया. ये नहीं होगा. None of us are saints. None of us are so strong. But it can happen over time. कम किया, दिन में 10 कॉल करते थे, आज मैंने 8 ही कॉल किया, कल 6 कॉल किया, फिर 4 कॉल किया, फिर 2 कॉल किया. धीरे धीरे कम करेंगे. आज 4 घंटा मोबाइल फोन पे बिताते थे, कल 3 घंटा बिताया, फिर 2 घंटा बिताया. धीरे धीरे कम करेंगे. We'll become better. We don't have to be perfect. We just need to become better every day. हर दिन 1% बेटर होंगे, हर दिन थोड़ा सा बेटर होंगे. वाओ, सुपर. आपने एक ही दिन में चाय छोड़ दिया. That's the soul power. That shows soul power, that the soul has taken charge. Amazing, very nice. May more power be with you. So let's begin. We will do today's forgiveness, and we will do this forgiveness with ourselves today. Because when we are addicted, we do not harm others, we harm ourselves. Our addictions harm us. Our addictions cause trouble to us. Our addictions stop our growth. Most cases, our addictions are not harming others, but it is harming us. So today we will do self-forgiveness, and we will try to ensure that our soul takes charge and it can heal, it can overcome its addictions. Okay? So I request everyone, please close your eyes. अपनी आंखें बंद कीजिए, लंबी सांस लीजिए, and try to identify what are your addictions, the small ones, the little ones, the simple ones. Maybe it is some food, कि मैं अपने आप को ये खाना खाने से नहीं रोक पाती हूँ. It can be anything. It can be even chilies. I can't stop myself from having chilies and chilies and chilies. It can be mobile phone addiction. It can be screen addiction. It can be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube videos. It can be talking and chatting. These can be your addictions. If you are surrounded by these simple, small addictions in your life, be aware that you, the soul, you are giving away your power. You are making yourself helpless by saying that I cannot live without this. You, the soul, you are much, much more powerful. Look at yourself. You are a brilliant, beautiful white light. You are a child of God. You are one with your God. You have the same power that is there with God. And we all know that God is almighty. God is all powerful. भगवान से ज्यादा ताकत किसी के अंदर नहीं है. हम भगवान के संतान हैं. हमारे अंदर भी उतनी ही ताकत है. हम क्यों ऐसा होने दें कि एक छोटी सी चीज, एक चाय, एक कप कॉफी या एक मीठा या एक मोबाइल फोन या एक फेसबुक में हमसे ज्यादा, हमारे भगवान से ज्यादा ताकत आ जाए. क्यों होने दे ऐसा? Look at yourself as this brilliant, beautiful white light. Put your hands in front of your heart. Look into your own eyes and say Atma Namaste. Take your name, Pyari Atma Namaste. I, the soul, humbly salute the divinity within you. I know there is God within you, and God is all powerful. God is almighty. I realize today that God has much more power than any of my addictions. So I have much more power than any of my addictions. I, the soul, I, the child of God, I forgive you today. I forgive you for giving up to your addictions. I forgive you for being weak at times. I forgive you for not being able to understand your own power. I forgive you for each and every time you have given in to the addictions and you have made me suffer. Maybe I have suffered a lot of physical problems. Maybe I have suffered a lot of emotional, mental problems because of your addictions. Maybe I have suffered a lot of negative karma because of your addictions. Maybe my life could have become much better without these addictions. But I forgive you. I forgive you for your mistakes. I forgive you for every time you have gone ahead with your addictions and made me suffer. Because I realize that every soul makes mistakes. Every person makes mistakes. I have also made these mistakes. I'm sorry. I, the soul, I, the child of God, I am truly, deeply, sincerely sorry for my mistakes. I am sorry because I felt I am weak. I am sorry because I felt I cannot live without these addictions. I am sorry that I have stopped my soul growth, my soul development because of these addictions. Please forgive me. May the Divine Supreme God bless each and every one of us with His love, mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. May the Divine Supreme God neutralize all our negative karma. May peace be with myself. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. May any and all negative cause that is attached to me be cut, cut, cut. Together we shall invoke that the divine energy of the twin heart meditation that will come down within us, it is going to heal us completely. It is going to remove all addiction energies from us. It is going to bless us with the inner strength that we can overcome our addictions. We can take charge of our life. We can be the controller, the master of our life. May the love, light, and power of this meditation bless us with tremendous inner strength to overcome our weaknesses of all forms of addictions. We all are super receptive in full faith, so be it.